Ladies and gentlemen, live from my kitchen, the most retired male physical education teacher from Ashford School, your one and only host tonight, Mark Phelps. Thank you very much. Please sit down, and as you can see down at the bottom of my page, we are doing Fun with Phelps. And to tell you the truth, I'm a little bit nervous tonight. I wasn't going to do this show because I was thinking, well, it's too soon, and that they're oh boy, I can't do that. I was just trying to turn this on. Oh, stop. Oh boy, I can't do that. Oh boy. I was just trying to turn this on. Oh, stop. Okay. Technical difficulties. I'm just going to shut this off. What I tried to do was set up my phone so that it was closer to me so that I could read the scrolling thing a little bit better here, and it came on and the sound was coming from it, so I had to shut it off. Anyway, back to where I was a little bit nervous tonight because, last week was sort of special. I just sort of went at it, and I wasn't gonna do this for a while, and I was gonna have a special guest host come in tonight to join me, and the person couldn't come in. Hopefully this person will be here at another time, but I thought, well, maybe it's too soon to do another Fun with Phelps, and I was gonna wait. And then a sign was given to me, and it was a sign that I feel like it meant that I should do this again. And I had a whole bunch of other ideas in my head, so I decided that I was going to do this. The sign that happened to me was that I was thinking to myself last week when I did this. I did it from my dining room, and I just had my iPad leaned up against the box on my dining room table, and I was thinking to myself, I got to figure out something so that I can hold my iPad up so that that it can just sit there in the right position and I don't have to keep readjusting it against that box. And so I went on Ocean State Job Lot website, where I usually am, or actually they sent me an email because I'm a frequent customer. And there in their circular, lo and behold, was, and I'm telling you, this week it happened. They had these stands for you to clip on for iPads to go on. And then I also looked at the circular, and they had little stands for your phone to clip into. And so I thought, well, surely God is sending me a message that, Mark, you need to do this again. And so I decided that, is this the Twilight Zone? Charlie Wilcox, you can stop those comments right away, right now. Hi, Mike Cameron. Hi, Joseph Cherapon, Adam Cherapon. Welcome. So anyway, tonight, what are we going to do? Well, I decided we're going unscripted here. This is just pretty much live, me talking to you and you talking back to me. And so what I decided that we would do is we'd have some trivia, a little trivia contest. And for awards, what I did was I went around my house and I found all the most expensive gifts that I could find, and I put them inside these eggs. And if I feel like you have answered a trivia question correctly or have asked me a question that I think deserves a gift from me, we'll open up one of these eggs and we'll find out what's inside of it for you. And so that's what we're going to do tonight. I'm going to ask some trivia questions. Now, the other thing that I want to tell you is if you have any questions for me, something that you would like to know, and I got to stop reading Charlie Wilcox stuff. Something that you would like to know from me, then what I want you to do, send me in a question. If I think it's a good question and I decide that I'm going to answer the question, then you're going to get a gift. So good questions get good gifts. Now, somebody went ahead and asked me a question this afternoon and moved ahead of the game. But this person asked me a question. They wanted to know what I looked like when I had a full head of hair. I don't know why this person wanted to know this, but I had to go way back into my archives and find a picture. But I thought it's a good picture. Most people that I know that are on Facebook with me have known me with my head shaved the way it is, and are probably always wondering, what does his head look like with hair on it? So I went and found a picture. Now, ladies, you might want to sit down for this because, at first you're going to go, oh my God, he was so beautiful. And then you're going to say, oh my God, what the hell happened to him? How could you go from that to this? So anyway, what I have is my senior picture from high school. I was 17 years old and just trying to feel my way out in the world. Ready to graduate from high school, going on to college, looking forward to that, but still a little bit nervous. But anyway, senior picture time came and I had my picture taken. So I'm not quite sure whether you guys are ready for this or not. But anyway, here we go. Taylor, you can be quiet now. So anyway, this is my senior picture. This is me at 17 with a full head of hair. I know, you're probably wondering how it was that girls were not following you around all the time, Mr. Phelps. And now it's probably kicking in, okay, what happened to him? Anyway, this is me, Beata Metzak. Since you were the one to ask that question, the first egg of the night is going to be yours. Now, I filled these up early today, and I have no idea what are in these eggs. I'm going to tilt it up a little bit, because now you've seen the sign. Oh, the sign Fun for Phelps. Before I go on to that, last week I had a sign up that said Fun for Phelps, and I wrote it the right way. But when it came up on the screen, I know, Brendan, calm yourself down. When it came up on the screen, it came up in reverse. So I thought to myself, how is it that I'm going to have to figure this? A lot of people were wondering over the week, Mark, are you going to fix the sign? Mark, are you going to fix the sign? And so I was thinking, what can I do to fix the sign? I can't write backwards. I'm dyslexic, but I can't write backwards. So what I decided to do was I had my little piece of paper and I wrote it. Now you may think that's backwards, but this is actually the right way. And I wrote it backwards and let it bleed through the paper, and then I traced it the right way. So on the camera, it comes up with Fun with Phelps. Anyway, so there we go. Fun with Phelps. So now I'm going to tilt this up so you can see my picture a little bit better, and my face a little bit better. Anyway, Beata Metzak asked the first question. She asked, what did I look like with hair? And how old was I when I had this picture taken? So, Beata, the first egg is for you. Some people might think that there is a similarity between me and the egg. Yes, Cindy. And, only because sometimes I'm green with envy, not because there's no hair on there and my eyes are all crooked and my mouth is open. But anyway, Beata Metzak, this egg is for you. So we're going to see just what is in this egg. Last week, if you weren't here, what I did was I opened up M&Ms to see what kind of nuts were inside. And Beata, thank you. I'm glad this is, oh, well, Beata, you're going to love this. This is for you, and I know that you're going to get a charge out of this gift. And the reason that you're going to get a charge out of this, Beata, is because it's 2 AAA batteries. And you can use these in any device that uses AAA batteries. I'm going to keep these off to the side for you, Beata. They're fully charged. I bought them today. So that's your gift for asking me the first question of the night. And I hope you enjoy those batteries. And so...
That was easy.
That was easy. Anyway, so Beata, you get the first gift of the night. And I got to figure out where I'm going to... I'll just put them over here. The egg's over there. So that's the first gift of the night. So, just a reminder... Bernie Schreiber, what do you call a line of rabbits dancing backwards? Now, Bernie, that's a joke. I know that's a joke. And I don't know the answer to that joke, but it's a line, a hairy, I don't know. I have no idea, Bernie. But you know what? Bernie, for coming up with a good question. Bernie. You, Bernie, are going to get the second gift of the night. And what it is back when I wore cheater glasses, before I got my progressive lenses, I was wearing the glasses that had that used to sit on your nose and you'd have to take them on and off. And so I bought a whole bunch of these things, and I don't use these anymore. And so, Bernie, this is your gift. You can put your glasses on them and take them off and hang them around your neck and enjoy these. Don't choke yourself, Bernie. If you need to be in service, I'll do that. What are they called? Croquis? I have no idea. But Bernie, a receding hairline. That's a good one. That's a good one. Anyway, see, Bernie asked the question, what do you call a line of rabbits dancing backwards? And it's called a receding hairline. You're welcome, Bernie. So my first trivia question of the night. I was watching a TV show last week, and they were doing an interview with the guy who plays the actor that plays the most interesting man in the world, the first most interesting man in the world. And I found out they said on the show where this guy lives. And so the first trivia question of the night for you is to find out where the most interesting man in the world lives. Now, the other thing that I want you to do is on Facebook, they've had his picture and a ton of memes. And what I want you to do is send me in one of your favorite, most interesting in the man in the world memes. And my favorite one that he that there was for him was he says, I don't always get mad, but when I do, I slam revolving doors. I slam revolving doors. So for me, the visual on that, just the guy trying to get it slam, didn't happen. So what I want you to do is send me in a meme when you find out, or when you think you know what state. I'm going to leave it to what state. You don't need to know the town, but what state the original most interesting man in the world lives in. Then I'll open up a gift for you. First person to win, come up with the answer. Brendan Joseph. I don't always get a man, but when I do... Oh, I thought you were doing most interesting man in the world. Ah, Chinchalusa. The winner. Winner. Gingerlusa. This guy lives in Vermont. And when they interviewed him, he talked like a regular guy. You know, when he's on the the most interesting man in the world. And he sounds like a regular guy. And when he talks, he doesn't even look like that guy. So I thought that was fascinating. But yes, he is from Vermont. If I don't read your meme, by the way, it's because I'm trying to do 1,000 things. But put your meme in anyway, because the one that you like of this guy, because other people can read it. And so, anyway, Gingerlusa. These are all random here. These are all random. So, Gingerlusa, this is your egg gift of the night. I hope you enjoy this. We can work it out on picking up your gifts at another time. What I'm thinking is that what we can do is anybody that wants to get their gift, if you can get here by 5 minutes after the end of this show, then you can get your gift. Otherwise, I'm going to bed. 10 minutes after the show, I'm in bed, so forget it. But you have to be there. No, there's not a chance for Headley, Charlie. So anyway, Gingerlusa, your gift for answering the first trivia question of the night is a Kennedy 50-cent piece. That's pretty good, Ginger. This is probably the most money value of all the gifts tonight. So, but don't let that stop you from answering questions. Hi, Crystal. So anyway, Gingerlusa, 50 cents. Don't spend it all in one spot. I'm going to put it off to the side here for you. And we're going to look up another trivia question. You betcha, Ginger. Money. And so the next trivia question, it's the Winter Olympics. And no, Ginger, I'm not delivering it to room 1. So I thought, why not have some Winter Olympics trivia? So here's your first Winter Olympics trivia for anybody that wants to try here. And the first Winter Olympics trivia is, in what year did the first Winter Olympics take place? What year did the first Winter Olympics take place? And so if you know the answer to that or are looking it up somewhere, Ginger, I want to know, did you see the answer to that question on Chronicle, the TV show Chronicle from Boston the other day? No, the answer is not 1902. This is the first Winter Olympics, Brendan. You're a physical education teacher. You need to know these things. The first Winter Olympics. So anyway, Ginger, did you watch the TV show Chronicle? Because that's where I saw this guy that was the most interesting man in the world on that show. No. How did you know that, Ginger? Cindy Ford, 1933 is not correct. Who is that? Bernie Schreiber.
That was easy.
Bernie Schreiber, you are a winner. And, you know, I believe this is your second egg of the night, Bernie. Now, I'm listening to this egg. 1924, that is correct. Oh, Google. You looked it up on Google, Ginger? Well, that's good. You're using technology. You know, not a lot of pre-K can do that. Teachers can do that. Hello, Chris Rakovich. Nice to have you along. Rachel Gagnon, welcome. Sure, if you want to tag Ken Valier in this, you go ahead. You can tag anybody. Hi, Emily. Emily is my niece. And Paul. Crystal is the first round answer. Paul Hills. That doesn't have any, Crystal doesn't have anything to do with anything. But anyway, Bernie, this is your second egg of the night. And what it is, oh, yes. You know, this is actually one of the few gifts, I guess the one you got before, Bernie, is useful. But this is one of the few gifts that is actually truly useful if you don't have this. But what it is it's a part to a wallet, and you can stick your credit cards inside there, and then you can slip that into your wallet and hold your credit card. So it's just another credit card holder. So congratulations to you. Crystal Miller, you were the first to answer? Really? Well, Bernie, then you don't get this. Heck with it. Crystal Miller, I'm just going, you know, it's hard to do. Like, I don't have a producer here in this room to help me. Oh my God, there's people. Hello, Kathy. Crystal, you answered. So, Crystal, this right here is your gift, a nice shiny gold one. And, oh, Crystal, you're going to like this, Crystal. And this one, Crystal, is close to my heart because, hi, Mike, drinking Jack too. My ass off. Okay, so anyway, Crystal, this is for you, and what it is, it kind of blows this gift, but and it's only slightly used because I tested it today. But Crystal, what it is a physical education teacher whistle. So, hi Jan, when you grow up, wait a minute, you already are grown up, but when you decide to go to school to become a physical education teacher, I've got a whistle for you. So it's only, now I remember why I didn't use those whistles. It's only slightly used, and but this is for you. I'm putting it off to the side. Michael Fish, what we are doing here, this is Fun with Phelps. It's Saturday night, and just trying to bring a little joy into the world. Oh, a safety whistle. Yes, you don't have to 15 people are watching. Oh yeah. Somebody told me that you could look up there in the corner and see how many people are watching. That's pretty good. Anyway, Michael Fish, my nephew, this is Fun with Phelps. We're answering trivia. If you have questions for me that you want to know the answer to, no political questions, no sad questions, only fun, silly questions for the night. So we're doing Fun with Phelps, and I know you might think that's spelled wrong, but I did that one on purpose. So Crystal, you were the first person to answer what year the Olympics were, 1924. Question number 2, ladies and gentlemen. Hi, Amanda. Where were those first Olympics held? What country were those first Olympics held? Thank you, Michael. I know I'm funny. And not just funny looking, but I'm funny. What country were those Winter Olympics held? Amanda Backus, welcome. I'm glad you're Crystal. Holy crap, Crystal Miller. You're just like going to take over here. You're taking over the world. I'm going to dig down deep for you, Crystal. The answer is correct. Sorry, Cindy, you are not correct this time. The answer is France. The answer is France. When are the 1918? You know what, Charlie? Just for that stupid question, you are going to get a gift. Okay. So, Crystal, where am I? Okay, Crystal, this is your second gift of the night. Oh, Crystal, look at what we have. This is harking back from last week. You have M&M, and I believe this is a M&M. Wait a minute, I'll tell. Uh-oh. Yes, it is an M&M peanut. Crystal, I'll save that for you for later. Oh, you opened it. Yeah, I know. I'm sorry. Michael DeJalis, welcome. Question number whatever. How many countries went to that first Winter Olympics? How many countries went to that first Winter Olympics? I That was good, Crystal. Thanks for sharing. How many countries went to the first Winter Olympics? 5. That is not correct, Lisa. 19. That is not correct, Crystal Miller. Not this time, Crystal. 16. Who is that? Ginger Lusa. 16 countries went to the first Winter Olympics in France. All right, Ginger. I'm just reaching in here. And we're going to open these random. No, Brendan, all these physical education questions you've gotten wrong. No, it's just whiskey. Just whiskey, Paul. Oh, you mistyped. Sure you did. Sure you did, Crystal. All right, so, somebody called me tonight or texted me and said, is this show going to be PG or is it going to be R? Because I know a lot of people want their kids to be able to watch this. And so I said to the person, this is going to be PG for sure, so let's keep it clean. So in the spirit of keeping it clean, who won that? Cindy Ford? I have a clip-on thing of hand sanitizer for you. A clip-on hand sanitizer, Cindy. That's pretty, you never know where you need one of these. And you can just clip it on me. Oh, that was you that won, you mean. Ginger. Clip-on hand sanitizer, Ginger. So, I know, Ginger won. I got to tell you, folks, there's a little bit of delay from when you type something in to when I read it. You may not believe this, but I went back and I watched the video of last week's show probably 3, maybe 4 times. And I realized as I was watching, people are sending things in, and I'm sitting there waiting. But there is a delay from when you type in to when I get it. So please do not get frustrated with me. So, Ginger Lusa, there you go. Hello, Samantha. Welcome to Fun with Phelps. I got to keep track of the time because I swore I was going to go an hour this time. Here's your next trivia question, folks. Oh, here's a little fun fact about that first Olympics. An interesting fun fact. 258 athletes participated in that first Olympics. 247 were men and 11 were women. Women, we've come a long way, baby. You keep up the good work and just multiply wins equals delivery. No, Ginger, I make the rules here. This is my show. You can make suggestions like that, but it doesn't matter. You're not getting a delivery. That would mean I would have to come to Ashford School. Hello, Mary Wilcox. Welcome. Here's your next trivia question, folks. We're sticking with the theme of the Olympics. And we're sticking with the Winter Olympic theme. And the question is, what country has the most gold medals in the Winter Olympics? What country has the most gold medals in the Winter Olympics? I'll give you a second while I take a sip. Part of the reason why I'm only going an hour. Brendan, you finally stinking got one. I've been waiting for you, Brendan, to hold up the physical education teacher end of this. Netherlands is not correct. Dina, welcome. Australia. Crystal, Australia. I think you're thinking of Austria, maybe, but it's not Australia. The correct answer is from Brendan, and it is Norway. Norway has the most gold medals. USA, no. So, because I had to cry so long waiting for you to come up with a good one, Brendan, this is the egg that I'm picking for you. And, you know what? When I said, Ginger, when I said that you have the most valuable gift of the night, I was wrong. I was wrong. Because Brendan, what I have in here, this is the most valuable gift of the night. So, Brendan, and I'm not yoking around with you. I'm not yoking with you. Brendan, you have won a Big Y gold coin. A Big Y gold coin. So, you spend that correctly, and you can cash that in for some mucho money. In Spanish, that means much money, Brendan. I'm bilingual. Sometimes I'm trilingual. Like, I know Italian, like lasagna, rotatini, spaghetti. I know that. So that is huge, Brendan. But you don't need to be bragging, You don't need to be bragging. So here we are, moving along, folks, with the next trivia question. Boy, I didn't know these questions were going to go this fast. Converted gold coin. That's $2 to $7. Yes, I know that, Samantha. That's why Mrs. Lusa, Samantha, she won a 50-cent piece. And I thought that was going to be the most expensive gift. But it's not. Colin Haley, were you here last week, Colin? Or are you a first-timer? Kayla Bendel is watching. Hi, Kayla. Holy mackerel, we're up to 16, which means we lost a few. In Norwich, they don't accept those coins? Colin, is this your first time watching the show? First-timer. That's a first-timer gift then, Colin. Colin, in my bucket here, I have all of these Easter eggs that I have filled with gifts. And since you are a full-timer, this I don't even know what color that is. Goldish, reddish gold. This is going to be for you, Colin. Colin? Well, Colin, this doesn't mean anything. But you got a rubber diamond ring. So for being a first timer, you got a rubber diamond ring. I know, how cute. Thank you. I know I am. Oh, you meant the ring. So Colin, if you can get here within 5 minutes after the show is over, you can pick up your rubber diamond ring. So, Jan Wilcox, what are you saying? What did the Olympic skier say to the therapist? What did the Olympic skier say to the therapist? I got to tell you, folks, you're telling me jokes. So that's a good question, Jan. What did the Olympic skier, I don't know, what did the Olympic skier say to, Colin has a girlfriend. I know he does. Colin, that diamond ring goes to your girlfriend. Samantha, you're a first timer too? Well, that's good, but that doesn't mean I'm going to give every first timer an egg. But nice try there, Samantha. You're going to have to answer a trivia question. I don't know, Jan, what's the answer to what did the Olympic skiers' life is going downhill? I knew that was coming. But I think it should be, what did the psychologist say to the skier? Not did the skier say to the psychologist. I can't rewind here, so I don't know whether you asked that question correctly. Here's another trivia question, folks. And we're down to 12 people. So we lost a couple. That's okay. Just because I don't give gifts out to you right away doesn't mean you have to leave. You're not too old. What year was the first modern day Olympics held? This is summer because we know the Winter Olympics, first Winter Olympics was in 1924 in France. What year was the first modern day Olympics held? What year? Hi, Beata. I'm glad you're here. Welcome. We're giving out gifts tonight. We're asking questions. Brendan. God, You've fallen off again, Brendan. No, 1962 is not when the first modern day Olympics were held. The difference between male pepper and female pepper? I gotta tell you. Chris Radkovich, I don't know. Tell me what the difference is between male pepper and female pepper. Chris Radkovich, this purple one's for you. I'm opening up this for you, Chris Radkovich, because it is 1869. 3 and 4 humps. So, sometimes these things scroll up, and once they go up, I can't see them. So I don't know what 3 and 4. Chris Radkovich, you got probably the least expensive gift of the night. It was a good answer, Chris, but you want a penny. That's it. 1 penny. But you know what? A penny saved is a penny earned, and you collect this penny, and then another penny, and then another penny. Okay. So, Chris, take this penny, add it to a few more pennies, and you're going to be rich. But the more important thing, Chris, is to be rich here. Right there, Chris. Rich in your heart. Okay? Here's the next question for you. Where was that first modern day Olympics held? And you have to be specific on this one. We're not going just for country. We're going for the city that... Okay, you guys are carrying on a whole fast conversation that Ginger Lusa! Athens, Greece, Ginger Lusa. You other people that are trying to make jokes while I'm trying to do these trivia questions, Chris, you are correct, but you're a little bit late. Ginger Lusa, this big red one is for you. This big red one is for you, Ginger Lusa. And what I have in this one is a semi-used chapstick. There is still a lot of life in this chapstick. I probably used it down to here, but the rest of it, Ginger, you probably get the rest of this winter out of this chapstick. So enjoy this, use it well. I don't know. I'm having a hard time reading and talking at the same time. You see, folks, it was a little while ago I realized that I have dyslexia. I don't have it bad, but I have mild dyslexia. So reading, I got to get a producer. I've got to get somebody that can talk into my ear. And are you crying? Are you laughing, crying, Ginger, or whatever? So it's hard for me to read, but I got to get a producer. Oh, by the way, we're going to have a commercial break here. Here's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking that we are going to have a live studio audience with one of these. So I'm thinking that what I'm going to do is have people in the room, and people can have their phones. They can text me while they're in the room. I may bring them up for an interview. I may not. But I'm thinking about having a live studio audience to come in and enjoy this with me. I do have somebody lined up as a special guest host, and hopefully that person can find the time to do this. So anyway, who answered Athens, Greece? Did I open up something for them? Anyway, whoever answered Athens, Greece, this one's for you. Folks, a lot of people have said, Mr. Phelps, your jokes are corny. And I'm not exactly sure why they've said that to me. But I've heard people say, when we were sitting around the kitchen table the other night, somebody said something really stupid, and corny, and the family said, "Oh, that's a Mr. Phelps joke." Not quite sure, because all of my jokes are really, really good. Oh, Ginger Lusa got, thank you, Chris. You know, Chris, for being helpful. You just might get one opened up. So anyway, Ginger Lusa, this one is for you. And in honor of my jokes being a little corny, there you go, Ginger. You got a little corny. Got a little piece of corn. Anyway, and this one has, Ginger, unlike the chapstick, the corn has not been eaten off of or used. It's fresh. Crystal, there you are with the corny thing again. You know, Mrs. Luce is getting the corny one. Chris Radkovich for being helpful. I'm opening up one for you here. And Chris, I have no idea what are in these anymore because I did them this morning. I'm not going to give that one to you, Chris. I don't think, you know, there are other people that would appreciate this more than you. But, Chris, this one's for you. Sort of reminds me of you, Chris. Every time I told you, you know, to run laps, you sort of gave me that look. Anyway. Chris Radkovich. This one right here. That's the key to my success right there, Chris. And now I'm giving you the key to my success. So, Chris Radkovich, congratulations. I have no idea what this opens, but that is the key to my success, Christopher. And hope you enjoy it. Figure out something to open with it. Just go around and start opening up blocks. Okay, so we have gone through a number of the trivia questions. When it was the first one, we got that one done. Well, folks, if you have a question for me, I had no idea that we were going to get through. Oh, yes or no? Yes or no? In the ancient Olympics, did women participate in the ancient Olympics? Yes or no? Yes or no? And while we're on break, waiting. Why would I know that, Brendan? Christopher Radkovich. Uh-oh. You are correct. I put some, I have these recessed lights in my, because there was a glare coming off the top of my head. My makeup person didn't show up tonight. Christopher Radkovich, you were the first person to pipe in with yes. And so I'm going to give you another gift, Christopher Radkovich. That's correct. They were not allowed. You probably learned that in your favorite physical education teacher's class when he taught you about the Olympics back in 4th grade. Oh, Christopher Radkovich. Now, you know, a lot of the gifts that I have here tonight, they're not worth the tinker's damn. But this one actually has some use to it. Christopher Radkovich, this is an Okemo Mountain Resort lanyard. Got the little clip on the end and a little slide thing here, and I believe this just comes off like that, and you can clip it on and clip it off. So Christopher Radkovich, you get down here quickly and you can get this. Here's the next trivia question for you. Brandon, I hope you can do better at these answers. Yes or no, did the men, we've already established that men participated in the Olympics only, in the ancient Olympics. Did men wear clothes or did they not wear clothes? Did the men wear clothes or did they not wear clothes? ABC.com. Brendan Joseph, you know what? You said yeah. The answer was yes or no. So I'm not taking yeah as the answer. And that's not the answer. Crystal Miller, you are correct. Men did not wear clothes. Crystal paid attention back in physical education class for me. In the ancient Olympics, folks, in the ancient Olympics, men participated and they did not participate in wearing clothes. And women, in fact, if a woman snuck in to watch the Olympics, then she could be killed for doing that, for sneaking in and watching the Olympics. Harsh rules, ladies, that they had to live by. But anyway, so, you know, I do a lot of jokes, but, and Crystal, this is actually, you know, Crystal, I do a lot of jokes, but this is my best bit for you. My best.
That was easy.
My best bit for you, Crystal, is right here. And it's a drill bit. For those of you that don't know, that's a drill bit. Okay. So, you know what? I'm going to a backup trivia question. You know what? I have a few people here that just might know the answer to this. I was in my garage today looking for things to put into my, to come up with some trivia questions. And I found this. The person that can tell me what this tool is used for. Now, there are a bunch of all these blades. It all folds together and all goes in there. But this tool, we don't use it. Most people don't use it very often these days anymore. But it has a bunch of blades on it. And the thickness of... I knew you would know that, Christopher Radkovich. When I was thinking there are people that would know this, Christopher Radkovich, you're getting 2 eggs for this one. What this is, it's a spark plug feeler gauge. Sounds pretty dirty, Christopher Radkovich, but that is correct. Of course you know this, Brendan. You saw him write spark plug thing. Dingle hopper. No, it is not a dingle hopper. Sean Dimmick, welcome to the show. Dan McDonald, welcome to the show. We're doing Fun with Phelps. Dan, this is my second week of Fun with Phelps. There's been a lot of crap going on in the news lately. Congratulations on your engagement, Daniel. I'm still waiting for my invitation. I've been going out to the mail every day looking for it. But anyway, back to Christopher Radkovich. Back in the day when us old guys used to change our own spark plugs and we didn't just do it, what you do, that you had to have the correct gap between that little thing that hooks over and the spark plug. So for you to know if the gap was correct, then what you would do is you would slide this in between the gap and see if it was gapped correctly. And then if it wasn't, you could use this part of this tool to bend that open and closed as you needed to fix it. So we have these little metal things. Christopher Radkovich, you get 2 eggs for that. I'm going to go for a big one, Christopher Radkovich. This is a big one for you. We're doing some trivia. We're having some fun. For those of you that have just joined and maybe first timers, oh, Christopher Radkovich, I know that you're going to want to use this. You probably have 10 of these, and they're probably on every keychain that you have, just so you're not left without one. But Christopher Radkovich, here we go. You got a New Hampshire bottle cap opener. A New Hampshire bottle cap opener. A lot of people, I bet you none of your friends, oh, see, it's spelled backwards on there. None of your friends have a New Hampshire bottle cap opener, Chris, but you do. The second gift for you, Chris, is, I got to pace myself with these. Nope, that's the one I wasn't going to give you before. All right, Christopher, I can see this one. Christopher, you have a New Hampshire bottle cap opener and a quarter. a New Hampshire bottle cap opener, and a quarter. Who's Wayne Dyer? Samantha, is that somebody on the radio or news, movie shows or whatever? So Christopher, it's a Gap thing, yeah. Dan McDonald, if you're still there, Dan McDonald used to be the band teacher at Ashford School, probably back when some of you that are on here right now, if you were one of Mr. McDonald's band students, raise your hand out there. Okay, Dan McDonald, because you have joined me here, I'm going to open up one of these eggs for you. I have little gifts in these eggs, and I'm randomly giving them out. A lot of people have had to answer a lot of questions. I know Samantha's probably sitting there going, "Dang, what's the heck, Mr. Phelps?" And so anyway, Dan McDonald, here's what yours is. You got an almond peanut. An almond peanut. I'm pretty sure it's an almond peanut. Let me see. Yep, Dan, it's an almond. Oh, wait a minute. I wasn't supposed to do that. Oh, well. Anyway, Dan, we're getting down here, folks. Samantha, you've been patient. You haven't had a correct answer yet. But, Samantha, I know this is something that you are going to really enjoy. And Samantha, you're a lovely young lady, but we can all use help. I mean, I can certainly use help. Samantha, and these are only slightly used also. I know you're sitting there. Samantha had you as a teacher back in it wasn't the 80s. Miss our 80s tributes. Oh. Anyway, Samantha, what you have gotten is a set of little set of fake teeth. Now, you can use this. I think you're married or engaged or something. But since you are, and all the boys are probably bothering you every time you're walking around, men are pigs. And so I think sometimes you have to just, I think, Samantha, if
that was easy.
You used to sing 80s English, Samantha. You see what it's done for me. I can imagine. I'm sure that this is going to really help you. And again, they were only slightly used, Samantha. You know what? I forgot about ringing the bell every time somebody got the right. Those are better than your original teeth. Nick Subpoena. Oh, folks, I'm going to move quickly because I only have a few minutes left and I got a whole bunch of gifts. Nick, for just showing up, you're getting a gift. I got a whole bunch of these eggs, and this one's for you. And Nick, to tell you the truth, this one here, Nick, is to die for. to die for. You know, when I was putting all these together, I was giggling myself all day long, just waiting for the chance to have the opportunity for watching. Lynn Morgan Fontaine, you have joined us tonight, and I have a gift for you, Lynn Morgan Fontaine. And I'm going to open. Oh, Lynn Morgan Fontaine, I got the idea for this one. on Pinterest. You see, it's a pin. So I got the idea for this one on Pinterest, Lynn. I'm giving out gifts tonight, little silly fun gifts, and we're coming down to an end. We're down to the last 6 minutes. So Anyway, for that gift.
That was easy.
Can you guys hear that? That was easy. Here's a trivia question for you. What company gave out these "That Was Easy" buttons? It was part of their commercials. Brendan Joseph, sure, you know the "That Was Easy" ones, but you didn't know the physical education ones. Ginger, so close, so close. Brendan, I think that. Oh, you know what, Ginger? Brendan, I'm going to give you one. Charlie, you're too late. Staples, Chris Radkovich, you're all right. Ginger Lusa, I'm going to give you this one. A couple weeks ago, I went to a fundraiser at the sports bar in Willimantic for a woman, and the woman had cancer. And to get in, you had to pay and give a gift. And so, Ginger, this one I might actually come up to Ashford School and give it to you. This is a pink bracelet, and it says strength on it. So I thought about you, actually, when I was putting these together, Ginger, and I was hoping that you would be here. So congratulations. Now, let's go back. Brendan Joseph. Here we go. Brendan, I know you well enough to know that you're probably enjoying some drink tonight, but I just hope you don't get too nailed. I hope you don't get too nailed. That one I giggled at. I had to think of a way to work it in to the conversation. I know it is so hurt. See, I'm a sensitive guy.
That was easy.
And I think of other people. I don't always just think of myself. Actually, this whole thing tonight, well, it's not all for you friends. Part of this is for me because I had such a lot of fun last week doing this. And, you know, for those of you that are sitting there going, why is he doing this again? I have fun. I have fun with this. But I also want to make my friends laugh and just have a little bit of silliness. Some of my relatives have come on here, and I'm suspecting, since there's 13 people on right now, that some of my relatives that came on. Nice segue. I know, and it's not even one you can ride. Get it? Segue. Not even one that you can ride. But Samantha, for coming up with that, I've got a gift for you. Oh, now this is one of my brighter ideas, Samantha. This is one of my brighter ideas. In this, and I know you probably didn't even think it could be, but in this egg is a little electric light, because you light up so many people's lives. And it still works. As you can see, there's still light to go with it. Lynn Morgan Fontaine, flattery will get you everywhere with me. So I'm going to open up a gift for you, Lynn. Oh, you know what? I can tell by what it is, Lynn. Are you Jewish, Samantha? I didn't know you were Jewish. I hope it's kosher. Kosher light? I didn't know lights could be kosher. I'm confused. But anyway, Lynn Morgan Fontaine, this gift is especially for you. If anybody could get this gift tonight, Lynn Morgan Fontaine, I'm glad you got it. You finally got your nuts. You know what? You've been wanting a set of nuts for a long time, Lynn. And tonight, you finally got your nuts, Lynn. So there you go. Use them wisely. Don't flaunt them to other people. Don't, say, look how big my nuts are. Because I could have given you some little nuts. And I didn't. I gave you some decent sized nuts. Anne-Marie, for coming back. I'm glad you came back, Anne-Marie. And I'm glad you're enjoying this. Anne Marie was my next door neighbor when I was growing up as a kid. She lived across the street from me. And so Anne Marie, I'm opening up an egg for you in honor of, oh, Anne Marie, I'm really sorry, Anne Marie. Anne Marie, you know, if I could have given you a better one, I would have, but you really got screwed, Anne Marie, on this gift. Just, really, it's sad to me that that's what happened. I'm looking at my watch, and it's 8 o'clock. So, Anne Marie, oh, this is going to be a better gift for you. And anybody that's still watching, you're going to like this one. I can just tell. Oh, yes, this is my... Actually, this is probably the most valuable gift of the night. Anne Marie, here you go. Look what I got for you. I got to open it under here. Look what I got for you, Anne Marie. This is good. And probably the most useful gift of the night, too. Look what you got, Anne Marie. You got a washer and a dryer. A washer and a dryer. See, that's a washer and a paper towel. So that's the dryer. So you got a washer and a dryer. Do you think the big Y coin's best, Brendan? I don't know. I don't think so. All right, I got 3 more eggs to go through. Who wants it? Who wants it? Cindy Ford, you want it. See, oh, you like the washer and dryer one, Cindy? Congrats. You like that washer and dryer? That one I giggled at when I was putting that one together myself. So Cindy Ford, here you go. Oh. Cindy Ford, and I know you can probably use this, Cindy Ford. A Nike golf ball. A Nike golf ball. There you go, Cindy Ford. So that's yours. 2 people left. Brendan, you're getting greedy here, but I'm going to still open one for you. I'm going to go for the big purple one, Brendan. Here we go. Last 2 gifts of the night. Who's going to be the last gift of the night? Tell me if... Oh, Brendan. This is probably something that you would want, Brendan. This is the little change purse that... You got it, Julia. It's a little change purse. This is a alumni association honoring our history and celebrating our future from Central Connecticut State University. You can put all your little change in there. You can hide it somewhere, Brendan, so the kids don't beat you up for your change. And anyway, Brendan, I think you've gotten quite a few gifts tonight, so don't be greedy. Oh, you know, Julia, this Calvin is watching. I'm going to give this to Calvin, but it really wasn't meant for Calvin. This is meant for a guy named Alan. And what it is it's an Allen wrench. I know. You get it? An Allen wrench? I know. Calvin, this Allen wrench is for you. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, as I promised, I was only going to go an hour. I've gone over by 3 minutes. I hope that you've had fun. And those of you that have hung in there with me, I'm glad you did. And those of you that left me, well, you're not here to have me say thank you for coming. But the rest of you, thank you for coming. I hope you had fun tonight. I hope it was a break from all the nonsense in life and you had a little bit of fun. So, we'll see you again sometime. Hopefully the next time we'll have a special guest host. You're welcome, Julia. And I'm also thinking about having a studio audience. So if you think you would be a good person for a studio audience person, you're welcome, Brendan. Text me, like a page-long resume of why you think you would be good to be in the studio audience. I love you too, Lynn. Andre, you're late. The party's over. Colin, thank you for coming, and I hope you enjoy the gift. Bernie's on his way. Chris Radkovich, we'll see you later. Crystal, we'll see you later. Everybody else, good night. And don't forget to get your dogs and cats spayed and neutered. And see you later.